I'm a little early. You know, when I arranged this song, the lyrics together, I saw like college age children or high school children on stage dancing to the chess song. And then, I mean, you'd have like counselors talk about critical thinking and move stuff like that. And then we would give away the little plastic chess pieces. And then we would have um, the people who were singing the chess song with kids sit down with the kids who want to play, or want to learn beginning chess. Yep. We go from school to school, elementary school, middle school, high school, critical thinking, chess, steps ahead, all that kind of stuff. But now I know why they slammed the door on me, honey. Critical thinking is not something that America wants. Two squares in a straight line, and then one square either left or right. Boy, did I agonize over that song. I tell you, it's sung by our songstress, neighbor songstress, Alexandra Rolla. Like I said, I arranged the music and lyrics and all that kind of stuff. Um, but it's just how the chess pieces move, so I didn't invent that. R-E-S-P-C-T. Champions is what you see. Yeah. A little respect. I'm gonna keep on trying. Yep. And I ain't lying. Yeah. Respect. Oh, and at the end, if you look at the video, that's their Lakewood dance troupe. Um, really good things. But I always see when I listen to this song, I always see kids on the stage, dancing to the chess song move and how the chess pieces move. When I originally wrote it as an after-school program, the kids were going to be moving the way the chess pieces move. Oh my goodness. Hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get YouTube back. Hey, hi. Hi, everyone. Hey, Josephine. How are you? I'm trying to get into our page so we go to our community board. Hi, I'm Vicky. Y'all at the Denmark Vesey 6-number shake. We have a routine that we do every time we come up. The first thing I do, I should say thank you subscribers, thank you new subscribers, thank you old subscribers. I'm just glad you're here to get these numbers. But as we always do, we go to the post and we read the numbers from last week. Did I sound Vicky? I'm your moderator. I'm your creator. I created this. So last week's numbers was 5, 42, 3, 51, 12, and 50. Okay? So now we have an interpreter, a numerologist. Her name is Tamika Anthony Pete. And between her and I, we read. So this is what the post says. The Denmark Vesey 6-number shake numbers from this Sunday, which was last Sunday, are 5, 42, 3, 51, 12, and 50. Catch the shake numbers on this channel Sundays 10ish. Okay, so the next I wrote, the only vibe I got from the numbers is visions of being at African American theme park. The spring does it for me. Caution, African American theme park is a concept that I wrote 30 years ago. Please support numerologist and scientist Tamika Anthony Priest uh, products. Thank you. And it's Anthony's, and I have the link. You can copy it and paste it. So that's all I got out of it. So this is what I got out of it. And I know you never heard of it, but I wrote the whole concept, like the whole thing. I did the research for it, and it was supposed to be, I remember when I did write this, at the time, Jamaica and Caribbean countries that have like African mix, they had trouble. Bananas. Bananas was a thing that motivated me to write the concept for African American theme park, because I reasoned that if America at that time, is probably even now, was only taken in Chiquita, excuse me, y'all, only taken in Chiquita, and I said, well, fine, we'll take in Jamaica's bananas, any other a Dominican Republic, I don't know if they're Costa Rica, anywhere where there's the mixed African race. I was like, you can send it through the theme park, because America wasn't accepting any products from those areas. I don't even know if they're doing it now, but they weren't there. I was like, yeah, like, after you guys will sell them to Africans in America theme park. And the thing with the park was, it promoted you having African artifacts in your home. It's like for you to be an African American and not have any African artifacts in your home. You know. So when you come to Africans in American theme park, pick up your artifacts. You know what I'm saying? Also, I had just too many to mention. We'll talk about it, but so that's what I did. And of course, the Denmark Vesey, because this was about he in 1799. I guess you could call him indentured. He didn't keep all his money, but he was a carpenter. And the money he got, he played the numbers. Yes. That was just 20 years after the Revolutionary War. Okay. And this is Tamika's products. Hi, Florence. Thanks for coming through. 676767. Oh, I just caught that. Hi, Josephine. I just caught 676767. What you bringing in the, what's his name? Sharilla? Okay, and this is Tamika and Anthony. Okay. Okay, so we'll see what we draw. So, now here, I had my interpretation in first, and then Tamika and Anthony came through. So this is what Tamika did, which is really good. Because, she sees above me. She sees high. She sees the stars. She sees all this stuff. Big changes are coming, hence the 5 to start and the 5 to end. This is a special window. The month of April is going to be kind to those who finally start that business or find their purpose. They will experience accelerated growth. You just have to take that first mustard seed step. But we are entering a serious wheel of fortune time where manifestations are going to happen instantaneously as long as you quiet the outside noise of conflict and war. Keep internal peace and stay focused. She is so right. She is so right. Tamika Anthony is so right. Oh, she can beat high and low. Oh, nice to meet you too, Florence. I'm old. It takes me a minute to read this and then read y'all. So y'all stay a minute. I'll get to you. So that is great. And this is Tamika Anthony's product. Of course, I have the link. And then I wrote, woohoo! Numerologist and scientist Tamika Anthony Peace interpretation of the Denmark Vesey. Oh, oh, it's nice to meet you too, Florence. Of the Denmark VC 6-member shake is coming in hot. Please support Tamika Anthony's products. Yes, and then I have the links here. And www.anthines.com. There you go. And then, of course, there's more VC. So, that's it. We probably could wrap this up. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Oh, so that's what we're going to talk about. But the theme park came about through the master plan. And here's the difference between European Americans' master plan and African Americans' master plan is that our master plan is for economic growth. And y'all's master plan is for destruction and annihilation. We are two different. But that's how I got the theme park from that. Master plan, how to build, where to start from. And then, well, y'all know how I got the Denmark VC 6-member shake. After every African American holiday, Kwanzaa, Black History Month, Juneteenth, I would pour libations and stuff like that, and I would say, I don't even know if y'all all right with this, And some said, well, why don't you shake some numbers? And because my family played numbers. I remember as a kid, honey, the little boy on the block running with the piece of paper and the men walking up and down, and they would take numbers and people would run outside with their little dimes and quarters. That's when you used to make some money. Yes. So I was like, how can I relate to y'all? And it was like, numbers. We in the numbers. All right. It's like, okay. I was like, all right, I'm going to get the plastic balls from, what is that place that, where the crafts, arts and crafts are? And I was like, I'm going to go there, and then I'm going to get the plastic balls, and then I'm going to write the numbers on it, and then I'm going to get a plastic container. Excuse me, and I'm going to put everything into the plastic container. And they said, no, no, paper. Write it on paper. I was like, oh, paper. And then I was like, okay, so I'll get a plastic bag for, plastic container to put the numbers in. No, Get a paper bag. And when it falls apart, keep putting it back together until it ain't. Alright, let's see what our first number is. Here we are. Oh, wow. Who said this? They probably gone now. Josephine said 6767. That's that. We got 69. So, that we have. 69. Either way. It could go either way. I tell you. Yes. Oh, who else is there? Florence said hi. I said hi. Oh, who's this? Okay. All right. Let me try doing it by side. Tear it up a little. And this is it. When this goes, then the game is over. When I have to tape everything up together and there's more tape than paper, Okay, this is a tight one. All right, I can tell you right now, this hasn't been open for a while. It's very tight. Very tight. Extremely tight. All right. Whoa. Whoa. Hold on. Whoa. Whoa. 65. That was tight. We haven't had 65. Whoa. And it almost looks new. 65 almost. So we got 65, 60. Let's see. So Tamika, y'all go read Tamika's thing, because she said for the month of April, you manifest what you have, and I just can't tell you. I have a few stories that she's absolutely right. Yep. I am getting what I want. All right, let's see. Okay, this is a loose one. So we pull this, when they fat like this, I know we've pulled this one up before. Okay. 31. Okay. 69, 65, 31. Now, don't forget, even though when I pull new numbers, when Tamika tells us something like she says for the month of April, that's for the month of April. So even though I'm pulling these numbers and she interprets them, you're still going to get your manifestation for the month of April. So keep wanting. Okay. Keep wanting. How do you get? You get when you want. Stop telling these kids, oh, we can't get this. No. They say, oh, mommy, I want so-and-so. I said, girl, if you see yourself with it and see your mother with some money in her pocket, go for it. Go for it, honey. Yeah. Don't say, oh, you want so much, you're begging in it. Don't say that. Say, honey, if that's what you really want. Okay, I got to fade now. Okay. So the 12 was a fade, but this is an 11. 11. Okay. That's one of those power numbers, right? Tamika, tell us. Say, yeah, see yourself with it. Oh, Mom, I wish we had a house by the lake. I do too. Let's see ourselves at the house lake. What kind of boat you want? What kind of boat you want? Manifest. That's what Tamika's messages, those numbers last Sunday told us. Stop telling your kids, oh, you're asking for so much. No. Don't do that. Say, oh, yeah. I did get smart enough when my daughter was going to junior high school. I was working in this town that she really wanted to live in. I mean, they had everything. And she went to work with me that day. And I was driving around. And I had to go to the school. And they had a big Olympic-sized pool. And she had to walk through there with like that. And she had to walk across the campus. And she looked at me and she said, Mommy, I want to go to high school here. And I looked at her and I said, girl, if that's what you want, that's what you get. You can see yourself here? She said, yes, I see myself here. I said, well, then I can see you here too. And yes, in less than a year, we was there. All right now. That's why truth is so important. Manifestation only deals with truth. You see yourself with it. You know? Okay. This is a chunky. I think we had this one before. See, when it comes big like this, then that means I've opened them and opened them over. What is it? We're going on 3 years? This is a 3-year season. These numbers are 3-year season. 21. 21. Okay. If, oh, I want to go to this college. If that's how you, wait, is that where you see yourself? And they say yes, and then go for it. If that's what you want, it's called manifestation. That's why they keep us all tied up in all such BS. So we can't manifest because everything we have, even me talking on through the cell phone on a camera, that's something that we have wanted. Especially me, I produce plays, and I don't have videos of my plays because it was hard to get a camera. Cameras was expensive then. So I would be like, in my head, I was like, oh man, if I just had something light, if I had something that... And here it is, it's a phone. I don't care if you call it Android, iThing. It's manifestation because it's something that we want. And I know I wanted it. I wanted it ever so badly. I used to do a lot of other programs, and I wish that I had a camera to film them. Something easy. So you see? So when I got it, I was like, whoa. At first I was a little hesitant. Because when you want something for so long and it comes, sometimes it's hard for you to believe that it's here. Alright, I'm giving this a good old shake. Let's see what we get out. Uh-oh. A tidy jumped into my hand. Let's see. Okay. Alright. Okay. Alright. Okay. 32. Alright. So now we have okay, there we are. So here's our Denmark VC 6-number shape numbers. 69, 65, 31, 11, 21, and 32. 32. So now, you know, Denmark VC, he's big on the state. You know what I'm saying? His thing is play the state numbers, and he would want you to put now. I go for the interpretation. That's why I have a numerologist, Tamika Anthony. I go for the interpretation of the numbers. But Denmark VC is Denmark VC. And Denmark VC said play the state numbers, that when you win, the state wins, and the state wins even every time you play. So we have 69, 65. Now, Denmark VC say when you play 6965, or it's 2 sixes, so you can play 6695. You see how you? So that's for four-way numbers. Now, this is something we have. All we have is four-way numbers. Okay, the next two is 3111. Now, did Marvisi say 3111? And Tamika's going to look at this and see them together, and that's 111. That's a very powerful number. So, I got a feeling she's going to see that. Then we got, okay, so yeah, you can play, 3 and then 111, 3 ones, right? Okay, then we got 2132. Now, Denmark VC would say 2132, 2231, 2213, like that. Because he says play state numbers. But of course, y'all can play the lottery. They have like the classic lottery here in Connecticut. So if you play anything that applies to state, because those big ones, those megas and stuff like that, they're going to red states. They just have it set up like that. So anyway, but me, I can't wait to see what Tamika says, because when she sees this is 3111, which is 111, and then 21, and then 32. So I'm feeling good about that. Yeah, because this one, yeah. Even that last one, if we did it Denmark VC way, 2132 would be 2213 or 31. I already did that one. Hey, it must be something for that because I came back and did it again. Anyway, thank you, new subscribers. Thank you, old subscribers. I, yeah, I appreciate y'all coming. I appreciate y'all getting these numbers. And I don't ask if the numbers work for you. I've been doing this like 3 years. I have to go back and look at the old videos when I first started. But and I don't ask if you hit or if anything. What I do inquire is that numbers is luck. Did those numbers apply to you? Did Tamika's Anthony interpretation of the numbers hit you in a certain way? But just remember what she said for the month of April, manifestation is high. Go to the community board and read her interpretation of last week's number. That applies for the whole month of April. If you want it, see it, you will have it. Manifestation. See yourself healthy. You will be healthy. See yourself wealthy. You will be wealthy. See yourself in constant, even in the storm, you see everything falling down. This one little store that's still standing there, right? Everything around collapsed. That's manifestation. That store is standing there. So, Tamika Anthony said, manifestation for the month of April. If you want it, don't be surprised when you get it. Don't be surprised. Say, oh, I'm so shocked. Oh, good evening, Jason. Jason Strikes Back. Don't don't be don't say, oh, I'm so shocked. I didn't know. You know you wanted it deep within, and now you got it. Grab it, hold on to it, and move on. Don't go for the BS. Don't BS yourself. That's the worst thing to do. Say, oh yeah, I manifested that. Oh, I would go to the job. I was like, oh, I knew I was gonna get it. I knew it. Even today, I knew I was gonna do something, and I did it. And it's because manifestation. Manifestation. So remember, the numbers from last week is for the whole month of April. And go to the community board. You can see Tamika's interpretation. Manifestation. You're going to get what you want. The tables are turning. The wheels of fortune is turning in our favor. So we're going to see what Tamika says about these numbers. 69, 65, 31, 11, 21, and 32. Thank you, new subscribers. Thank you, old subscribers. Thank you for your likes. Thank you for coming through. Very happy if these numbers work for you in your life or at the state lottery thing. Remember, we gotta support the state. Okay. Well, y'all know I'm Vicky. Thanks for coming through. Hope numbers work for you. See you next Sunday and have a great week. Oh, thank you, old subscribers. Thank you, new subscribers. Thanks for coming to the Denmark Vesey 6 number shape. I'll see you next Sunday. Have a great week.